Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for 4 rounds in a super middleweight contest. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Emil Teague, and your timekeeper, Mr. Alex McKenzie. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, officially weighing in at 78.5 kilos. Tonight making his 11th professional appearance inside the ring from Middleweight, Czech Republic. Please welcome Jiri Kroupa. And now, introducing his opponent across the ring in the red corner, officially weighing in at 77.1 kilos. Bringing to the ring a professional record of 3 wins and only 1 loss. Standing with trainer Philip Sutcliffe Sr. from Crumlin, Dublin, Ireland. Please welcome Robbie Burke.
Fight number 5 of the night is a 4-rounder. Robbie Burke Boy Burke. 3 wins as a professional, 2 coming by way of knockout, taking on Jiri Kroupa. 4 wins as a professional, 3 coming by way of knockout. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on this fight, but I don't think it'll go the distance. Kroupa trying to establish the jab early. But right now it is Burke occupying the center of the ring. Both fighters coming out of the orthodox stance. Kroupa trying to find a home for that jab, but Burke just a little bit more purposeful every time he throws his own jab. It really is Burke leading the dance in the early stances of the fight. Oh, but eats a big jab and then a hook from Kroupa. Kroupa replying with some big shots here. Definitely putting the manners on Burke early. Burke, of course, fighting out of the world-renowned Crumlin Boxing Club. Yeah, that jab for Kroupa is working very well. It fires off a straight. And now you can see Burke just trying to get in and trying to land a big shot. Nice work from Burke. Oh, but he eats a huge hook. I was just saying, Jay, both these guys have finishes on their ledger, and by the way they're throwing their shots, they're showing you do not get paid overtime in boxing.
We can tell here already with the sound of the crowd, this is getting very exciting in here, and there's some big shots being thrown. It'll be interesting to see will this one go the distance.
Very much like a Sunday roast, this fight is starting to get a bit tasty.
Burke's a big ticket seller, and you can hear it here tonight. You know, he has plenty of his fans here, friends, family, and he's putting a show on for them for sure.
These guys have just decided we're not throwing rangefinders, we're throwing heat seekers right from the get-go. Oh, just evaded the jab beautifully, works the body. I'd like to see him then start to come over the top, but he eats a big stiff jab there from Kroupa.
Burke's throwing some nice, that there long kind of hook and body shot. He's throwing it nice. And he's coming in under nicely with his head movement after that and missing the big jab from Kroupa.
Loaded up on the hook there, did Burke, but that jab is getting through for Kroupa.
Yeah, he needs to be careful coming forward. He's winding up. He's not really working his way in, Burke. He's not, you know, pawing out the jab and, you know, working his way in with the jab. Like there again, he's leading with his backhand sometimes, which can be dangerous, but if it lands and it's lights out.
That's it, yeah, but it's not. Without being hypercritical, it doesn't feel like it's coming from the center mass and using the body mechanics. He feels to be whipping it in a little bit, which, as we've seen a lot in boxing, can be somewhat telegraphed. And if we can pick up on that, chances are the corner of Kroupa are picking up on that too.
Of course, it's a very amateur shot, actually. You know, I remember the show here, and that's maybe where the reaching and the throwing, you know, going off his game plan a little bit, maybe coming into it.
He's got that. He got the first round out of the way. Settling into the fight, but again, another big jab from Kroupa.
Kroupa got in there with a backhand as well. He's a tough, rugged fighter, this Kroupa, so he is. He's not going to go down easy.
Nope.
And the last time I said that, the guy did go down easy, so let's see.
That's a much better body shot from Burke.
Very good body shot there. Very, very good. And Phil Sutcliffe in the corner has obviously told him to keep his hands a little bit higher, because when he's throwing his shots now, he's coming out with the hands held high and not getting caught with as many silly shots, as you could say.
Another big heavy shot. You don't want to see Burke get dragged into this dogfight, because, as you say, it's a game of chance when you're throwing big shots, and so's your opponent just meeting in the middle. It just takes one. Good work to the body from Burke.
I think those lead body shots there, the lead hooks to the body, hurt Kroupa in those last couple of shots.
Yeah, they were a lot cleaner this time. Seems to have tightened that right up. Great work from Burke.
You can see Kroupa, getting up on his toes, moving around, catching his breath there. That really shows that those body shots did take something out of him.
You have to respect a man that wears football socks to a boxing match. Interesting colour scheme, given that we're in Dublin here.
Without a doubt, and some of the songs that have been going to the ring as well. Maybe that's why Burke's really trying to hurt him here.
You see Burke now in that stalking role, coming forward, trying to cut the ring off. It's lateral movement, but it's very predictable from Kroupa. Could find himself walking into a big hook if timed right.
Yeah, if Burke can close him off and get in close, he's moving around there with his hands down.
Yep.
If he could turn that lead hand to the body into a hook over the top, he could catch Kroupa a nice shot and maybe put him on the deck.
Kroupa right now just looks like he's doing laps of the ring.
Yeah, I was just about to say he's really racking up the steps here tonight, so he is.
Definitely getting his 10,000 in. But again, I'd love to see Burke try and just time. Nice head movement. He's starting to put Kroupa on the back foot, but there's a big lead hook available to him. If he takes that step to his right, just cut off and then come over with the lead left hook.
Yeah, he's kind of following him around the ring here at the minute, so he is. He needs to cut him into a corner and let the shots go, and not let Kroupa get into that running rhythm that he's in.
Popped a stiff jab there to Kroupa.
Burke's getting eager, trying to come in and catch a shot, and another lovely straight jab there by Kroupa.
Trying to go over the top and finishing strong as Burke.
This could get, or will he go for it and start letting a few go?
He's definitely a Kroupa trooper, the way he's marching forward here.
Obviously an ABBA fan, Phil.
Well, both these fighters need to take a chance.
Oh my God, you're killing it, lad. Absolutely smashing it.
Burke right back into it. He's starting to come off with the jab a little bit more.
Kroupa's come out in this round again on the run.
Even aesthetically, he's landing his jab very well. But in the eyes of the judges, or the judge, so to speak, does it look like he's the fighter that's on the back foot? The more aggressive fighter is Burke here.
Yeah, well, Burke is making the fight happen. He's going forward. He's doing the work. If you added it all up, they're probably landing a similar amount of shots, but you have to be giving it to Burke because he's the one that's willing to fight and to go forward and to make it a fight.
Yep. Oh, good work again to the body, and that's something that we've seen a lot tonight, is fighters investing in the body. Sometimes you see fighters, especially at the early stages of their career, they get a little bit head-hunting frantic, where even when the gloves are up, they're trying to hit the head. Very intelligent work from the fighters we've seen tonight. When the hands come up, they attack the body.
Yeah, I think it's, it goes to show the change in amateur boxing now as well, from the computer scoring to the 10-9, 10-8 system.
Yep.
It's become more of a professional style in amateur boxing as well, and the body has been invested in amateur boxing. So whereas a couple of years ago you would have seen boxers come in and they'd be just bouncing on their toes, just picking little soft shots here and there, but you can see the change now in the shift in it. And
it makes that transition from elite amateur to burgeoning professional so much cleaner for the fighters.
Without a doubt. You see so many amateurs back in the day from the computer scoring. turning professional and, you know, maybe world champions, European champions, and just not quite cutting it.
Sorry to cut you off there, Jay, but a big uppercut landed from Burke. But he eats a hook.
He eats another one as well, yeah. You know, for every 2 or 3 Burke is landing, Kroupa is getting back. I think Kroupa's cut over the right eye there now.
I think you're correct, Jay. But again, Kroupa still landing big shots. He seems to be happy to take one to land one of his own.
Yeah, he definitely has a cut over that eye now, and you know, Burke should work on that and start picking away at it. But don't be blood hungry now and go after it, because he could really walk into a shot, because Kroupa is, you know, showing that he's landing shots on the way in, and they seem solid enough shots.
You almost get the impression Burke's trying to find that, like, well, both fighters, to be fair, are trying to land that one big hit or quitter to finish the night.
In boxing, you don't get paid for overtime, so why not get out of there as soon as you can?
Very entertaining fight so far. As we say, both fighters landing big shots. It's like any kind of impediment to the vision at all. So we get ourselves ready and braced for the 4th and final round.
I believe that's going to be an exciting round now. You know, the two of them. You see Kroupa, he's not on his toes here now. He's standing in the center of the ring. He's trying to throw that big. Oh. Kroupa seems a very solid fighter, you know, like his shots that he's landing seem very solid.
And it's that forward, it's the movement, the power of the shot from Kroupa, but also that forward momentum.
Burke's got to be very careful here. Kroupa's starting to mix it up, and he's starting to land some heavy shots.
There was an uppercut to hook that wasn't very far away there from Kroupa. Burke just needs to keep this as technical as possible. This is when he's being technical, when he's popping that jab out and following it up, that's when he's having his greatest success.
That's all he has to do, is just stay nice and long, throw his jab, backhand to the body. He has this fight won on points, I believe. You know, if he can just keep his distance, stay out of trouble. But
nice head movement, as you say. Doesn't want to get caught with an unnecessary shot.
Burke seems like a pleaser, and I think he's here now to you know, to go at it and
to
maybe
entertain.
Try. Exactly.
It's great anticipation.
Exactly, and that's what I said at the start of the second round. You know, he was starting to land that body shot, and he was coming with the roll after and missing the shot. You know, was looking very well, but you know, if Kroupa had done this from the very first round, this could have been a completely different fight.
Yeah.
Good backhand there landed by Burke.
Needs to be careful of train tracking. That's easy for me to say. These guys are in the 4th and final round of a fantastic fight.
Big backhand there by Kroupa landed.
Oh,
again.
Huge!
Burke has to be very careful here. I don't think they've taken much effect on him or hurt him. His legs seem to be very stable there, but he got to be careful. He can't take too many of those shots.
After Kroupa lands that rear hand, he train tracks it ever so slightly. The scope there for a lead counter hook from Burke.
Good backhand there by Burke.
That was a big getaway back around your own door sort of shot. What a fight we're having here, Jay.
Very exciting, very, very exciting now.
Again, that stiff jab is working brilliantly for Kroupa.
Burke standing in front of him with his hands down. I don't know why he's doing that. Like, look where his hands are. And his chin's leaning forward. Like, this is dangerous.
Oh, just as you say that, he eats a big shot.
This is very dangerous here by Burke. He needs to, you know, keep a wee eye on his defense. And these big backhands from Kroupa are solid backhands. They don't seem to be taking too much effect on Burke here at the minute, but you can't be taking them all night long.
Invaluable 4 rounds for both fighters, and like I say, huge shot! That big rear hand from Kroupa.
This is the first time Burke has took a back step here.
Another big shot to finish from Kroupa. Fantastic fight. Be very interesting to see what way this fight goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. They put on a great show for us. On the floor